Thomas? You seem particularly triggered right now. Can you tell me what happened?
I've had dreams that weren't just dreams.
Am I crazy? We don't use that word in here.
Hi.
Have we met?
One pill makes you larger and one pill makes you small. And the ones that mother gives you don't do anything at all. Go ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall.
Time to fly.
And if you go chasing rabbits,
If you want the truth, Neo, you're going to have to follow me.
and you know you're going to fall.
The only thing that matters to you is still here. I know it's why you're still fighting and why you will never give up. You don't know me. No?
When logic and proportion have fallen, so be dead. And the white knight is talking backwards, and the red queens are overhead. Remember what the Dharma
After all these years, to be going back to where it all started. Back to the Matrix.
Wow.
Oh, God.
Well, guys, there we go. There we go.
Yes.
Yeah.
If I've ever seen a trailer before that begs so much discussion, it is probably this one.
Yes.
Just there's a lot of pretty profound imagery going on in that
Yeah, it's
trailer.
nice.
So,
Yeah.
I need a couple of moments to gather my thoughts on that one. So I'm going to handball, I reckon, to you guys. One of you guys want to start off? What were your initial thoughts of the Matrix Resurrections trailer?
It's still weird seeing Neil Patrick Harris in like an action movie again. I mean, I know it was in Starship Troopers, but it's just like, wow, that guy's an intelligent person.
I just got a vibe that, and this is Joe Dove from the ToBeSeen.com channel and Dis Dungeon podcast and Trailer Fiend, and I'm joined with me by my hetero life mate, Billy!
The agent caught us out there, and of course, this is Jason and Rick from Pop Culture Spread. You can see the little logo over there. This is
that way,
we're calling
the
this
way.
to be seen Pop Culture Spread little
Our first collab.
video. So,
Yeah.
there you
Yeah.
Yeah, we woke up early to be with you guys.
go. Yeah, these poor guys.
US
It's
and
about
then
6 in the morning.
Like,
There you go.
Yeah.
But if there's
Saturday
any trailer
morning.
worth getting up for early, I would say
It
it's
was-
this one.
holy, I couldn't believe it. So I'm getting a Agent Smith vibe from Neil Patrick Harris, especially the way he
Yes.
says the word particularly. And
Yes.
that's the word that Agent Smith used. Like he said it to him, this particularly the way the enunciation and the phrasing matched. So I'm getting like a discord of different characters are in different bodies now. And
Yeah. Curious if they're going to introduce something new other than agent and just have like the therapist.
Yeah. Well, it's funny, especially in Reloaded, Matrix Reloaded, and a lot of that movies also they reference control, different levels of control.
Right.
Even making Neo question whether his own existence is just another systematic level of control to keep the Matrix in balance. So, yeah, you can imagine at this point that, I'm with you. You don't hype Neil Patrick Harris for this movie unless he's got some sort of significant part. And I think you're right. The way he was saying those words, and he gives off if you've seen Gone Girl with him as well, I thought he gave off a really good performance in that and a bit of a creepy vibe.
Yeah, and if you go to the website for The Matrix, it's interesting. They have like this little feature where they have like an option to pick either a red pill or a blue pill.
Oh, okay.
And if
that's
you
very
click
cool.
on the blue pill, you'll get a special announcement read by Neil Patrick Harris that will actually even mention the time at which you clicked the video.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's very cool.
I'll send you the link because I've been sharing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are our overall theories of where this movie sits within the confines of the Matrix universe?
So here's a couple of things that I've been rattling in my brain. You've got in the last Matrix, they said, hey, we've been particularly good at wiping out humanity and starting it over. So I think they said they've done it about 7 times.
Yeah.
Right, in the movie. So the Merovingian was one of the characters and one of the people that, or one of the guys that managed to survive all that time. And he even said in Reloaded, oh, you're not as good as your predecessors. And then he blocks all the bullets and goes, I see you have skills, but your predecessors had far more respect. And that's when that whole chateau just took off. So that being said, I feel like what's different with Neo is,
the good thing about the original was, whether you like some of the sequels or not, they pretty much did set up the reboot possibility, all that. I mean, the wall of Neo's all basically saying we've done this before and we'll do this again.
Yeah.
And then what I noticed in the trailer was you've got a scene where Neo's in some type of chamber. He's back connected to the mainframe. And when he died, that's what they did. They connected him back, and then they, what was it, the last one, they pulled his body away. So he might not have died. He might have just got knocked out.
No, that's right.
And discontinued from the, discharged from the Matrix.
Yeah.
And they kept his body, and his consciousness is there. And he might have recreated programs to assimilate other people that he knew. So that's why not Lawrence Fishburne playing Morpheus. It's this other guy playing another character, but he's still in the embodiment of the same person.
Well, it's interesting because there's a clip too when he's looking in the mirror and he kind of changes to an old man. And I wasn't able to make out whether that was still Neo as an old man, or was he is he actually somebody else?
Yes.
In the fact, in that version of the Matrix, he doesn't look like Neo. He looks like this older guy. Right. There's lots of little things like that. The other thing is too is at the end of the Matrix Revolutions, when they turn around and say, "Okay, we've got a deal. This is the deal. We're gonna, we're not gonna kill off humanity. All that type of thing." But you've still got Trinity. She's alive. She's connected to the machine as well. We saw her in that side shot. That's her connected inside the Matrix. You still got remember they said, if anybody wants to be free, we'll free them. I don't know if they lived up to that deal by the looks of it. Because they, you saw that shot of just millions, obviously, of those little kind of fetus capsules.
Taking the red pill, and it switched to the machine that was red, that it was traveling through.
Yeah. Obviously, what are your guys' opinions on the actual? Everybody loves the Matrix. I'm not going to ask you what you think of that Matrix. Everyone loves it, but the sequels, which are divisive at best.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on them?
I loved Reloaded. I love the ghosts.
Yeah, I've got to admit, this isn't the first time seeing it. I've seen it a few times.
I watched the whole thing. I usually watch in succession.
I
loved all. I'm one of those that just was engulfed in that series. Had own theories. Like, I always thought that Morpheus was actually the one, but he couldn't break certain walls, and because of that he couldn't, fulfill his true potential, because he was, in the story he's the one that finds the one, but I feel like he was actually the one and just had something blocking him. And the other thing I loved about Reloaded, which is my favorite in the series besides the chateau scene, was the introduction of characters that were pretty significant in the grand scheme of the story, but just appeared. Like you never got anything. You know, there's theories that the club that Neo went to was the club that the Merovingian ran, but you didn't really know. It was kind of like loosely connected. But you know, watching Monica Bellucci in that dress.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like that
No issues there.
play too heavily on the nostalgia. It did seem to set up like a new mystery and stuff.
Yeah, and I think that's what and I think that's probably at the time, if you guys remember, they weren't universally loved at all, the sequels. And I just think because the first Matrix is such a perfect superhero origin story.
Correct.
Essentially, that's what it is.
Yeah,
and it's a perfect, hero's journey. You know, that old Malcolm Gladwell, hero's journey that everyone goes on. That movie perfectly executes that. And I think everyone had this assumption of where it was going to go, because at the end of The Matrix, we see him fly near like Superman.
right.
And I think the general audience were probably not ready for that type of story that they were going, because it's obviously heavily influenced by anime, and it's very, there's a lot of religious, undertones to the films. And I just think the general populace weren't quite ready. I would be interested to think if they were released today, whether as an audience we'd be a bit more, accepting of something like that. And hence, that's why I think this trailer already is like going through the roof. All over the internet, everyone's freaking out about how cool this trailer is. So I think the audience is ready for that type of story again.
Were any of you guys like happy to hear that Matrix was coming out? Another one? Like, were you excited? You were like,
yeah, because I love those movies, and they, like I said, I've been watching them. You can't really see it, but there's like an American flag by my head here, but behind that is this little bust of Neo.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Because a buddy of mine knew I was obsessed with The Matrix. Mike's girlfriend bought me the soundtrack. Like, I was Matrix head. I had already been dressing like Neo was beforehand until Columbine, and then I had to like cool it back a little bit. But that was already my style: black sunglasses, long black coat, black shirts. It was always
nice.
So, you remember Scott?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, that was like American Fat Guys. We all wore like the black trash.
So,
but different reasons. Like I'm worn mine because of Silent Bob. He wore his because of Neo.
Right.
When you guys were thinking of New Jersey, right? That's the first thing I went to was Redback, New Jersey. Right? Because I always wanted to go.
Yeah.
And I know Rick would have thought Sopranos immediately. Because he's a massive Sopranos fan. So am I, of course. Right. But yeah.
That was very true.
Sopranos, that takes place right in my neighborhood, like where I am.
Get out.
Yeah.
Does it?
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
In fact,
well, if they drop it, I think they just dropped a new trailer.
They dropped a second trailer.
For the Saints of Newark.
Yeah.
They did. And can't wait for that either. But we're not here to talk about that. We should refocus on the Matrix. So either way, I mean, if the job of a trailer is to get you off your lounge chair and into the cinema, I mean, this thing gets it.
Definitely seen the
even the music is that on the music podcast.
Yeah.
That music, the reimagination of White Rabbit from Jefferson Airplane. Whoa, that pulled me in. I play the trailer in my car just to hear the song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I thought it was beautifully balanced by still having hints to the sound.
And it was interesting
soundtrack.
Like cell phone addiction when
mixed with that.
First Matrix was made versus cell phone addiction now is like so much more intense.
Yeah.
You saw like that elevator full of people all looking at the screen.
Yeah.
Which and that's probably a deeper meaning why this film is also getting made, because I'm pretty convinced that I think Lana's directed it, but they're both involved in the story concept. Before they had something to say, I feel like at this point they've really got something to say about the next 20 years, about where technology's taking us. So,
right. I mean, the ultimate end game in all of it is, will humanity create an AI? Look, Tesla's got that AI coming out next week.
Yeah.
He's got a little robot that's going to do mundane jobs, supposedly. They're going to start stocking shelves. They're going to start doing manufacturing.
Yeah.
Where does that leave us? We need jobs. What's
Yeah.
well, now you're going to be batteries. Welcome to the Matrix. You know, like
Yeah.
We got it.
100%. Yeah, it's not that much
still
difference. Yeah.
I thought one thing made more sense. There was a rumor about what the original plot was, but they changed it.
Okay.
The rumor was that originally humans were supposed to be memory storage, and it was supposed to be like a neural net, and that everybody was in those pods because they were basically memory chips for the Matrix.
RAM, basically.
And that made much more sense
Yeah.
than the batteries, if you always ask me. But
That
I
was-
guess
yeah.
they figured computers
Right.
weren't as commonly known as people do now.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think probably they went with the battery thing because the general audience,
Everyone is,
you know, the four quadrants they've got to hit to market this movie would accept that more than. Yeah. But overall, look, you know, Keanu looks great. I mean, he's been.
And Karen
It just
too.
Like, did that not shock you when you saw Carrie Ann Moss? I'm thinking, geez, she don't look that much older at all.
Not
But
at all.
20 years later, you look fantastic.
Yeah, you did great.
Yeah.
And she doesn't do too much cinema either. She kind of like
No.
very
I
rare.
think she got her career
She
probably
did,
got a little bit pigeonholed, didn't she?
Yeah.
I mean, she was doing some Marvel, Disney, Netflix stuff. But
yeah.
Right.
She was in,
was it
like
Jessica
this year,
Jones?
a lot of movies and television.
Jessica Jones.
Yeah.
Jessica Jones, that's right.
As a
But
lawyer.
for a lot of people, this is the first time seeing her since The Matrix.
Yeah.
Or maybe Memento.
Right.
She was Memento. Oh,
for a while.
love that movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I we haven't seen anything of Christina Ricci in that trailer. I know she's got a fairly significant role in the movie. Apparently, all reports are.
Oh wow!
And we hadn't seen any of her.
I didn't
'cause
think
I think
Jada Pinkett Smith also has a role. He returned.
Really?
Yeah, she's listed on the
Niobe, is it? No, I'm good.
Niobe,
Yeah, Niobe. Yeah.
Right. So she's listed.
Yeah.
No trinkets, no rabbit trails to her. So I'm wondering how that's going to play. And I want to know what time frame is this? Is this the future, or is this like a version of the Matrix that we never saw?
Exactly. Is this the earlier version that we're seeing? And and that's a version that kind of led to the version that we had know as the Matrix trilogy.
Right.
Yeah,
So
I'm also curious if this means like the war between the humans and the machines restarted again, because I mean that's how the last one ended. Neo getting reabsorbed into the thing to reboot the system so that peace was declared. I mean, they spoke with that baby thing and everything was resolved.
Yeah.
We don't need
What they call it in the film? They called it a very generic computer name, didn't they? The mainframe, it was something mainframe. I think they called it. Yeah. Now, look. Yeah, it's going to be because obviously we've got so many questions around how this kind of fits in, and I think what's very clever about this trailer is they're giving us enough, but they're not going to let it play all their cards now.
Right. Because I'm seeing a lot of movies that are coming out, not Dune, but like there's another movie that I just felt like I saw the whole movie. Like there's an animated animal movie called Sing, and I was
I saw that new trailer. Sing
much,
too.
Those movies. That's a DreamWorks movie, so every trailer is essentially the movie for those. They have one note for all of them.
But I think they do that too because they're talking to the parents and going, look, man, we know you're going to sit in the cinema in one of these things again. This is actually going to be watchable if you take your kids. And I really think that's why they do it, because they're not plugging this. The 3-year-old seeing it no matter what, bright colors, animals, they're in. You've got to get those parents to go.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Yeah, absolutely. No, look, now will you guys will you go to the cinema? I mean, you got HBO Max, fortunately, over there.
Right. We can go to the theaters.
Yeah, we're gonna go
watch it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I started.
Some movies we'll see on HBO Max, but others definitely see in theaters. This is one of them.
So
this is one of
them that I definitely want to see in theater because of the I have a big screen TV, but there's a big difference. My big screen TV just fits in the corner of getting a that's a big difference. And I live in an apartment, so I can't blast my big screen TV like the movie theater can blast everything in my ear. And
why not?
And, well, I mean, fuck my neighbors, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Fuck you, Mama.
Yeah, that's right.
This is a good fucking movie. Just listen to it.
That's right. Matrix.
But I also have the cinema here. We have lumbar heated seats that vibrate. Why wouldn't I
See
go to-
that's cool. We don't have those.
You're
We've
really
got
just one step
recliners.
away of getting a blowjob while you're watching a movie, really, at this point, aren't you?
No, I have to foreplay with that cinema and just be ready when I get home.
That's hilarious. Yeah. No, like with we don't get HBO Max down here or anything like that. They haven't kind of globally gone. Well, they haven't gone global yet. So we're still forced to see the cinemas. But you know, I'm happy with that because to me, the reason I grew up going to the movies every weekend and you know, I've seen thousands of movies at this point in the cinema is about also the shared experience.
Yeah.
There is something about, I mean, Endgame or Infinity War or any of the opening of Star Wars Episode 1 before the film actually played out. You know, those moments with the crowd where everyone's excited and electric and things like that. I don't think you can, you know, you can't replicate that in your home. You just can't.
Even
you
if
know?
you put up your TV all the way up so everybody's experiencing it with you.
Yeah.
But you're less you're less distracted though at a movie. So you're less distracted.
Yeah, I mean the crowd experience
you're not
is
gonna,
part of the experience.
Yeah.
That's right. And
That's right.
especially with a film like this, I think everyone's going to be invested so deeply who goes on the opening weekend with this film.
Right.
So I think it will be a lot of gasps and cheers and things like that. If it's going to be what it looks like it's going to be. I mean, it definitely looks quality. I mean, obviously the Wachowskis have not had a great track record in the recent years. So, but this looks like they're back to
age pretty well. Even if it's like not commercially great. I mean,
sorry, which movie?
Speed Racer was actually not that bad.
Oh no, I love Speed Racer. I own Speed Racer. I was talking from the public's perspective. I love that, and I don't hate Cloud Atlas either. I just don't like Jupiter Ascending.
And people are still talking about V for Vendetta.
Yeah,
that's a great movie.
Yeah,
great movie.
Yeah. Like, I mean, they're certainly talented. Sense8 was extremely popular on Netflix as well.
Yeah,
you know. Yeah, so unfortunately, they were kind of blacklisted, weren't they? Not blacklisted. They were put in movie jail. That's a better way to put it. They've been put in movie jail for a while. So I'm really, I think this is their way to get, because they're so creative and unique filmmakers. You know, look, I love my Marvel movies. I love the superhero genre. I love that kind of big blockbuster films. But, you know, it's more important that we have a lot of diversity in our filmmaking. And I think the Wachowskis is certainly unique.
I like how they seem to do the closest I've seen of translating like the physics of like comic books or manga into live action.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of superhero movies out nowadays, but not all of them have the visual aesthetic.
Exactly.
I mean, these ladies get the visual aesthetic.
Absolutely. And like what makes them unique is like Tarantino and the Coen brothers and all that is they have all that knowledge of all whatever they're into, and it just comes through their filter. Right. And we get that new version of that. So you can tell all those influences those ladies have had, and we're lucky enough to when they are on song to get that really unique vision out of them. And I'm there. Me and Rick will be there opening weekend, opening probably day, and checking it out 100%.
Billy, you can pay for me and you can come down to New Jersey and we can go see it here in New Jersey.
How much does it cost for a ticket to the movies?
$50.
How much?
$17.50.
Okay, yeah, that's about what we're paying, Rick.
Yeah,
that's about
so we would pay around 24 Australian dollars,
24,
which equates for the currency conversion to around the same.
Right, but
yeah.
That just made me think of how much time's changed. I remember seeing the original Matrix for like $6.
Yeah.
We had a really bad from like after the tower spell. It was insane because the gas prices fluctuated right after that, and it became uber expensive. Except for wages, they were like, "Can you do it for $3?" You know?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's
crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, it's weird. Wow, movie prices held at like $11 from like 2008 through 2016, and then all of a sudden it was like 17.
Yeah,
But you're talking about when I was a kid, my mum would give me $10 and I'd be able to go and see a movie and get a Big Mac meal and have enough to, say, play a couple of arcade games.
wow. Yeah, no.
Yeah, definitely not now.
Yeah.
Even when I was a kid when movies.
Like it's $10 for a Coke at the cinema.
Yeah, exactly. But you get like a diabetes level of Coke. It's like, here
Oh,
you
yeah.
Yeah, you
Oh, no,
guys
we don't
do.
get cups as big
We
as
don't
you
get
guys,
that. No way.
go.
No,
Oh,
like our large would
Nah.
probably be your regular.
really?
Yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah,
don't do the big gulp type of thing
Oh
here.
my god, no. They're like, we want to get as much sugar in you as possible because
Yeah, and that's it. Well, it makes sense if we can get you sitting down more
Yeah,
and not wanting to move
Hey,
more, fill you full of sugar, then you're going to come to movies more.
yeah, exactly.
We are turning into those characters from Wall-E eventually.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember seeing her going, man, I'm ready for the chair now. Like, bring it on.
You know, the number one seller here in America is those type of chairs.
Yeah, I can
They're
imagine.
everywhere now. Like even where I live, I'm in the most like non handicap friendly city in New Jersey, I believe. There's no automatic doors anywhere. It's still old school. We still have like people to check you out instead of self checkout. So,
Okay.
you know, you figure, okay, so there's gonna be like, you know, everybody's walking and everything. No, I saw 4 scooters and like 2 were in succession. It was almost like a race. So when I was driving by, we were like, oh my god, I got $20 on the guy in the red scooter. How much you got for the guy in the green one?
I keep saying to my wife, I'm going because I walk past the thing and I have the scooter. I said, I'm so going fucking Mad Max Fury Road when I get one.
Oh yeah.
I'm putting giant exhaust in that sucker. There are going to be some spikes hanging out of it.
Some dude playing guitar on the front of it.
Why not, man? Why not? Why not? Well, we kind of diverted. I think we all agree here, guys. The Matrix Resurrections. It's an exciting trailer, and it looks like it's going to pay off eventually. Any last thoughts? I'll start with you, Rick. Any last thoughts on the trailer?
Look, it's good, mate. I liked it. I think that the only thing that got me is I kept thinking of bloody John Wick. I had John Wick in my head.
Oh, he's got that John Wick look.
He still looks like John Wick.
But
yeah. So there's so much in that trailer, and there's so much, for us to talk about. But like you said, Jason will definitely be there, and just looking really forward to seeing it. So bring it on. That's what I say.
How about you, boys, Scotty?
Oh, I'm curious to see who's going to be the new big bad because I saw like the new agents. I'm curious to see like I like the new approach to medications and stuff like that. It looks very trippy, and not just because of the music selection. I like the new aesthetic.
Yeah.
Oh, this movie is definitely to be seen. We're gonna go day of. Billy's gonna ask for me. Don't forget to save up your bucks. I know they're still looking for you from the feds, but just have enough to take us to the cinema, okay?
Yeah. I'll take off work.
That's it.
The one thing that is puzzling in my mind is they have there's just a shot of a singular woman with ruby glasses on, and I'm wondering, is that the Oracle? Is she still? I mean, she's definitely going to be in the program, and
100%.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if the last actress that played the character passed on or not, but the Oracle's always had different faces.
I think she did, but obviously the byproduct of the first Oracle passing away was they were able to establish the character can change appearance.
Right. And I'm certain that the other characters will be changing appearance. So there's so much I'm looking forward to. I'm so excited. This is one of those movies that it's akin to Dune. I'm gonna go day one. Billy's gonna pay for it, just like and I'm gonna be sitting there on the edge of my seat, absorbing every second. I have not been this excited for a movie since Batman 1989.
Yeah, it actually makes me want to binge watch like the Matrix movies and the Animatrix.
Yeah,
wow. Yeah,
actually, the Animatrix was
how
like,
amazing is the Animatrix?
Unspoken gem. I have to say that one. Gotta watch that one for people.
Yeah.
Are you gonna dress up as Neo? Like wear the full black? Are you gonna relive those days?
That would be amazing.
Yeah, man.
Throw the beard. I'll go with the modern Neo.
Yeah.
Do it.
December, I'll have it. Well, December, I just won't.
He's so iconic with that beard now. You know, when Bill and Ted Face the Music came out, There's one thing I was stuck on and going, dude, you look weird without a beard now.
Yeah.
When he shaved it off and that. So Keanu is iconic with the beard at this point. I don't think he can take it off.
And one thing about Keanu, like for us, I mean, I never had the luxury, but in New York City subways, you could run into him. And he just,
yeah, man, I've seen that on social media, just sitting there reading, doing whatever.
Yeah, and he still does it. Like a couple
Wow.
of ago, I saw one where he was chilling, having something to eat on the train. I was like, pandemic, what the, why are you eating on the train?
Yeah, well, that's
Does he get swarmed by people?
No.
I mean, surely he would.
Doesn't give a fuck. You know, that's why I'm like, I used to be a masked character on the show. Now I don't care because I'm in New York. So if people recognize me, they go, "Oh, there's that guy," and they'll keep moving. Like I saw Dominic Monaghan 2 weeks ago, and I just raised my Starbucks to him and kept going. No one bothered him. He was by himself chilling.
Yeah,
That was like when we have George Lucas when he came in and he was in the food court.
We don't get like, well, we have our own version of local celebrities. I mean, we had Mortal Kombat filmed here, the recent Mortal Kombat, which was not a great
Jace
movie.
loves that movie.
But it was filmed here. No, I'm not actually. We were lucky enough to, like I knew someone who was involved in the production and all that type of thing. But yeah, I don't like talking about that because I did not.
It's a shit movie.
I mean, well, who makes a movie called Mortal Kombat and there's no tournament for Christ's sake? I mean,
have you seen it? Have you guys seen it?
Oh, yeah. I saw it. Did you see it, Billy?
Which one?
Mortal Kombat?
Mortal Kombat?
The recent one.
The newest one I saw a little bit on HBO Max, but I didn't finish it.
Yeah, good. Leave
There
it.
you go.
Yeah. You're right.
Yes.
All right, and my thoughts on the Matrix Resurrections. I mean, yeah, look, I'm bought, sold, delivered at this point. This is clearly going to be a must-watch if you're a fan of even the first Matrix movie. Yeah, look, what can you say? I think they've given us a lot, but I don't think they've given us much at all. And I think in the next trailer, we'll probably get a bit more of a stronger sense of the plot and how it fits into the existing universe. So can't wait. So guys, let's plug our channels straight away. We want to give you a chance to, how do we find you guys? To be seen, where should the people out there, how do they get a hold of you?
People of Australia.
All right, so all you Aussies, oi, oi, oi. You can check us out at youtube.com/to-be-seen. We're It's To Be Seen on Instagram. And if you enjoy my sultry voice, you can check me out on This Dungeon Podcast. On To Be Seen, my buddy Billy, we've been through it all. He was arrested for child abduction, right? I think that's what it was. He was arrested. Yeah, he was arrested for possession. He was
killed by Cobra Commander.
He was killed by Cobra Commander. and much more. And you can see that journey on To Be Seen's YouTube channel. You can listen to me on.
Yeah, we even had, even after like the character. I mean, even after I was killed, they had retirement life of Cobra Commander for a season.
Yeah, Cobra Commander.
Following all of his celebration and horrible deeds after basically killing me and found her voice.
Yeah.
There you go. Fantastic, guys. We're going to check that out. And Rick, can you do our plugs for us?
Guys, you
How do
know
they find
exactly
us?
what you do. Well, you guys, all you
run
need
it
to do
from
for
us.
us. Well, nah. Not now, since we've got this great collab, guys. All you need to do is give us one of
propping
those
us up,
thumbs
basically.
Yeah.
That's it. Give us a thumbs up. Hit that like button. Share, comment, do everything for us, guys. Hit that notification bell for us, and just follow us all on our social media sites. It's easy and simple as that. And go follow these guys because they are absolutely awesome. We really appreciate it.
Well, guys, this has been an absolute blast. We've loved this. We've enjoyed this. And all right, guys. Also, comment on both the channels. Let us know what we thought of the trailer.
What we'll leave their links, Jace, on our page.
Of course. Done.
Our fans can click on and go from there. So really
100%, guys. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Thanks for having us.
guys.
It was fun to have our first collaboration.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. See you guys.
Yeah.